Hello and welcome everybody to the Verdant Growth Daily, where we usually give you the news, tips, and tools you need to live Echo, but not today because it is the second day of Funday Monday. I'm so excited for Funday Mondays going into the future because Funday Mondays are the day when I forget about Echo stuff, we forget about the environment. Well, we might get into the environment if I feel like getting into the environment, but for the most part, it's my day to just relax and just enjoy talking about something that I want to talk about and just letting it all go. So let's do that. So today, what I wanted to talk about is something that came up recently because I was talking to a friend, and one of my friends said, Eugene, you've been married for a few years now. How did you know that your wife was the one? How did you know that she was right for you? And the answer is, to be 100% honest, I didn't. But I knew it would succeed. And I'll tell you why. Big hint, it has very, 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 very little to do with her and who she is. Let's take this back a step right now. We now live in a world with social media, right? We live with Yelp and the internet and Google, all those kinds of things, right? If I want to eat Chinese food, I don't want to just eat that regular Chinese food down the street. I want to find the best Chinese food in my town, right? If I want to eat Indian food today, I'm not just eating whatever is down the street from me. No, I have to find the best Indian food that has the most positive reviews that I can in the area, right? If I need to get a haircut, I'm not just going to go to the local barbershop. I'm going to find the best reviewed barber on Yelp, and that's where I'm going, right? We are constantly locked into this mode of, I need to find the best everything for my life. And I am so sure that people are so stuck in that mindset that they now apply that to picking their girlfriends and boyfriends and things, right? We have apps that tell us whether this person is a match for us, right? We have websites that tell us what type of person we are and what type of person or our personality matches with. What personalities match with our personality, right? We look at our star signs and we determine, oh, this star sign is a good match with this person, right? We're obsessed with matching and finding the perfect thing, right? For literally everything, whether it's your hair, your dinner tonight, or your girlfriend, right? Does this girl like the same things that I do? Does she hate the same things that I do? What do we have in common? What don't we? What types of people am I compatible with? What types of people am I not compatible with? We're constantly searching for perfection. When perfection, especially when it comes to people, does not exist. There is no perfect person out there, so stop searching for the perfect person. I know the feeling. I know the feeling that everybody's scared of, right? Everyone, they pick a girlfriend maybe, and then they've been going out for a couple of years now. We know each other pretty well, and then we get into a big fight. We get into this huge fight, and you get that awful feeling in your stomach, right? That feeling of just like, oh, this is not it. Nope, this is not it. I thought so. This is not the right relationship for me. We just don't see eye to eye. We're just not on the same page here. I don't see this working. We are terrified of that feeling. But trust me, you're going to get that with anybody out there. Whoever your girlfriend is, whoever your boyfriend is, whoever your husband is, whoever your wife is, you're going to have those times, right? If you live with somebody 24/7, 365, you are eventually going to have a time when you hate that person's guts. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. Now, if you have a husband or a wife and you guys never fight and you think that you have found the perfect match, that's fine. That's great. That's absolutely awesome. But I think that for most people to try to target that before getting married and being like, I need to have this perfect relationship before we can get married, then you're going to have a pretty hard time in life. So when my friend asked me this question, I got to thinking about it. And I actually started thinking a lot about it. I was like, what is it that does make me so sure that my wife is right for me? Why do I know that this wife is the right one for me? And I spent a lot of time thinking about this. I'm like, how can I explain this? I kind of knew how I felt about it, but I didn't have a good, clean analogy for explaining it and getting the idea across. And I was sitting in the bathtub the other day, and I finally, it came to me. It came to me suddenly in the bathtub. And this is my analogy to picking the perfect person to be with. That is selecting a musical instrument to play. Okay, bear with me here. You could, if you wanted to, before starting to play a musical instrument, you could measure the length of your fingers. You could measure your lung capacity. You could measure your height and your weight or the girth of your arms. You could measure things like the length of your neck. You could measure all kinds of the different parts of your body, and you could look online and be like, okay, well, my personality, I'm a Sagittarius. What instruments are best suited to a Sagittarius? I guarantee you can find that online. I promise you can find personality types matched to specific instruments. I'm sure you could do that if you really, really wanted to. But it's easier to just pick the one you like. You could spend years like toiling over which instrument is best for you, but why? Pick the instrument that you like. And every time you come up with a problem there, you solve it. You deal with each problem as it comes. As a musician, I'm super, super aware of this. You're going to have times when you hate your instrument. You're going to have times when it's not working, right? You're going to have times when it's just like, no matter what I do, the intonation is wrong. You're going to have times when no matter what I do, I don't have enough lung capacity to get through this entire phrase. You're going to have times when you want to give up. You're going to have times when you're going to feel like, you know what? No, there are people who do this so easily, and I don't know why I just can't do this. I don't know why I have this problem every single time. You're going to have those moments. And the difference between the people who become professional musicians or very, very proficient musicians, aka happily married people, and the people who give up or the people who stop playing instruments later on or get a divorce or break up, the difference is that people are just not willing to keep working through the problems, right? That's all it is. The ones who are determined to make this into what they want. I want to be good at the violin. The people who are really determined. I am determined to have a happy marriage. Those people are much, much, much more likely to succeed and to get there, right? Without worrying about, is this the right instrument for me? Is this the right person for me? Forget about all of that. The people that are most likely to succeed are the ones who are identifying the problems in their life, and then they're trying to fix them, and they're determined to get to that goal, right? I've had those times with both my instrument and my marriage, where those times where just for a day you're just like, this is not right. This isn't for me. I made a mistake. This is not the right thing. But I kept at it. I told myself, do I want to become good at this? Do I want to have a happy marriage? Do I want to be happy, and do I want to make my wife happy? Do I want to become a proficient violinist or pianist or violist? If the answer is yes, then you have to find a way to make it work. There are going to be times when it feels like it's not going to work. And there are times when it will end, right? There are some situations which are just avoidable. No matter how much you work at it, no matter what you do, you've tried every single thing you can possibly do, and it's just not happening, and it'll end. But at that point, that's for the better too. There's no way to actually know that that is what would happen from the start. There's no way of knowing that I got to this point with my instrument and decided, all right, you know what? No, I give up. I've done everything I can and I can't go anymore. I can't do this anymore. There's no way to know at the start that that's going to happen. The same works for your marriage. And so if that point comes when you end up just giving up and you're just like, I'm done, I'm over it, then that's for the better too. You can then move on and you will have learned something and you will be a better person for having tried it. But I think that in most cases, as long as you're trying your hardest and as long as you've picked another partner who is at least semi-reasonable and likes you back, they're going to see that you're trying to make it work and they're going to want to make it work with you. Just like becoming a professional musician, it's not about picking the instrument. It's just about picking the one you like and then working out all the problems. The happiest marriage doesn't happen because you picked the perfect person. Sure, you want to find the best person you can, but at some point, you just have to decide, you know what? This is the one. This is the one that I like enough to want to work all the problems out with. And then to just go. Have that mindset of, I'm going to make this a happy marriage. I'm not going to wait. I'm not going to expect that I just picked the right person and that everything is going to go spectacularly and we're going to be the happiest married couple ever, right? You have to decide for yourself that I'm going to work at it. I'm going to make this a happy marriage and hope that she does too. And then for the most part, if you're being loving and understanding and caring and always showing that you're willing to put effort into understanding your spouse, especially when you fight, then I think that most people are going to find that your partner is also going to be much more willing to reciprocate, and you're going to be in a much, much, much better position to have a happy marriage. You're going to have a much better chance of having a marriage that is happy and joyful and one that you enjoy and one that your wife or husband or girlfriend or boyfriend enjoys. It's how you make a good relationship. That doesn't, like, this goes particularly for your wife or your girlfriend or whatever, but this goes for every relationship you have in your life. There is no perfect relationship from the start. You're going to have times when you battle with anybody that you see often in your life. But the difference between the people who succeed and the people who don't is simply that the people who are more likely to succeed have decided that they're going to succeed from the start, and they find a way to make it work. I hope that advice helps some of you people out there. And I don't know, am I totally off on this? Am I wrong on this? If I am, let me know. Comment it down below and let me know. And I see somebody in the chat right now. Yes, the most important question ever. I'm not actually sure which question that was referring to because I kind of went a long time without looking at chat there. But this is something that it took me a long time to actually, I literally spent weeks on this between my friend asking me and me thinking and processing and going like, how do we explain this without taking like an hour-long explanation and things. It took so long, but when it finally came to me, I was like, this is like picking an instrument. This is exactly like picking an instrument. Then after that, all of the stuff after that just fell into place. And I was just like, yes, this analogy works so well. It works so well when the same way that I think about progressing in the viola is the same exact way that I think about progressing in my marriage. And I had just never connected those dots before. So I hope this helps some of you guys out there in picking a partner, in not being so perfectionist about everything. The best thing that you can do is right now, remember that the best part of life and everything, it's the journey, right? When you actually get there, it's like, all right, cool. When you get to like a happy marriage and you get to that point where it's like, all right, yeah, I'm happy with this marriage. This is good. The most important part for you, for your growth as a person, was the journey of how you got there. How did you change and how did you grow to get to that point where you were a proficient musician, or where you were a happily married husband or wife? The journey is so much more important than the actual goal itself. So stay focused on the journey. Stay focused on not how do you become perfect, but how do you get just a little bit better than you are right now. That's going to be it for me, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that really, really helps everybody. Be sure to hit the subscribe buttons. And if you're on YouTube or Facebook, be sure to hit the likes buttons down below there too. And yeah, let me know what you guys thought about my talk today. If you guys have any comments, if you guys think that I'm totally wrong or if you think I'm totally right, either one, comment it down below. I am aiming right now to get to 100 subscribers on my YouTube channel, and I have actually picked a charity. I have decided on the charity that I'm going to donate to. If I can get to 100 subscribers, I am going to be donating to a charity, which I think I'm going to announce tomorrow. I think I'm going to talk about charities and places that you can donate tomorrow. So be sure to tune in tomorrow, because I'm going to be talking a little bit about charities that you can donate to, things you can do with your money to be better for the planet. And then I'm going to announce what is the charity that I'm going to be donating to when I get to that subscriber goal of 100. Thank you guys again so much for tuning in and listening. Find me on all the places in social media down in the description box below or on the screen. Thank you guys again. Eugene and Verdant Growth out.